Sky blue eyes, I see a world behind them. No more time, sinking into the silence, reaching out for something you may never find, looking for
One. Welcome everybody to Ultimate Rocket League URL. Guys, tonight we ring in our round 2 playoff games. We've got our last first round playoff game. We've got just about everything lined up for you tonight, introducing and leaving the first round in the second round. So Mr. G, how you doing? Joining us in the booth.
I'm doing great. Really excited for the beginning of round 2, as round 1 was a fantastic series of games. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens now.
I had a great time. I think we got to see the best of the teams that we have still in right now. I think it's kind of interesting to see the teams that are still in right now. We get a couple of upsets, a couple of surprises. But I think really, we're in the clear for some pretty great games this round. Heading into next round, we'll see even more. But tonight we have our last actual round 1 game, and it happens to be the first game that we see tonight. So we literally finish our round 1 games and head right into our round 2 games. Tonight we have the Delaware Demons taking on the London Cobras, and I don't really, Whoa! Did that lights just change in favor of the London Cobras? My goodness, Nick, you.
Did they really?
Oh shoot! We're lights out everywhere. The lights are changing. Woo, woo, woo. It's all good. But yeah, no. So we've got London Cobras, Delaware Demons. It's a Legends matchup. It's a 4 versus 5. Let's take a peek at the bracket, right? We've got just about everything updated for you here, with the exception of, I had this bracket earlier, but a little unupdated. We're looking at the top half. In the East, it is the London Cobras taking on the Delaware Demons. Winner there will play the Pride, and that's already been solidified. We know because the Pirates beat the Tokyo Red Pandas. 3 will play 2. Since Cobras and Demons are lower, they will play the Pride. And then obviously the rest of this is filled in. I thought I had an opportunity to check out the rest of the brackets, but clearly not. We'll have that filled in for next game. Let's take a peek at the rosters, right? Let's take a peek at the stats for these teams. Demons versus Cobras. They both had eventful seasons, but they're sitting right around the middle of the pack. Let's take a peek at the Demons first, right? Demons hanging on with right around 3.5 goals per game, right off at 10 shots per game. Very active offense. Our assists a little bit lacking, right around 2. I don't know if that's lacking. I don't actually necessarily know if that's good or bad. Saves, normal amount of saves, anywhere under or over 4, right around that area is usually good. And win rate 57%, above average. So truthfully, they're not a team to kind of look over here. I think that they'll be a pretty strong team, and I think the stats kind of have them showing that. You wanna take us through the Cobras?
So the Cobras are sitting just around the same in just about every category. They're at 3.6 goals per game, roughly, or almost 3.7, but 9.8, almost 10 shots per game, a little below the Demons. Assists, again, they're just below the Demons and sitting at 2.02. Saves, they're actually above the Demons at almost a full point, sitting at 4.08, and a win rate of about 4% lower. I don't know if that's actually probably just a little worse. 53.1%, sitting here at around that same point. Not too far off from the Demons, but really close, which goes to show and tell me that this is going to be a very close, kicker and last set out for round 1. And I can't wait to see what this Demons Cobras game has to offer.
I'm 100% in agreement with you. I think we've got just about everything ready and set up here. I think we'll just be about ready to go check out this game. Let's see. Actually, we do need a prediction from you and I at least. And I do want to make one more thing. I do know that we have a sub on the Cobras. I know that the roster's not correct as of tonight. I know that Beans Mode will be there for the Cobras, and I think we'll see Feed. Late sign on the reserve just so that they could play the game today. I believe everybody's in the game. Everyone here. Boom. We'll double check that. And then we'll go from there. CJ with 5 gifted tiers. Man is the absolute best. We appreciate you for coming through, and we appreciate the subs. You are an absolute baller, bro. All love to you, homie. Dude, I think we're here. I think we're good. We see everybody. We see the last player for Cobras show up, and we're gonna have these guys join up immediately. Anthony, give me a prediction. Who do you have?
I'm going with Demons. I already have the colors on my profile here. I'm going with the Demons.
Okay. And listen, you got Demons in the name. You've been an avid Demon supporter this whole season.
I gotta be. I can't back down on my own name now. Come on.
No, you're 100% right about that. I like the Demons here. I think they're strong. I think at the beginning of this matchup, or earlier, let's say earlier when I woke up today, right? I went to go check and see who was playing tonight, and I think I had the Demons here. And I'm not gonna lie to you, with the addition of Feed playing with Beans Mode, I think that makes a huge difference. I think I might even switch to the Cobras right now. It's a tough kind of switch to have to make because I know how good the Demons are, but I also know how good Feed is. And if Feed and Beans Mode can play together just like this, then they are certainly going to be one heck of a hard team to beat.
You might be right, but you're also, depending on how that ball would have hit off that bar down, that ball could have been, set up for a nice Demons, up one ability, but it just didn't happen that way. So we'll have to see as the game plays on. To be truly honest with you, these are both two well set up teams, great stats from both sides, great players on both sides. This is going to be a close one to call, and if we know anything about close ones to call as of yet in round one and so far in the playoffs, it's been a fight to the end. So I can't wait to see how this plays out. And already the Demons look to be trying to put one in to tie us off here, but just out of reach.
Feed gonna take this one above, go for the 50, gonna get challenged right away by Lozzie. Looks like Beans Mode might have an opportunity here on the play. Feed down, Beans Mode to finish, puts the ball in right in front of the Demons' face. An absolute treacherous blunder for the Demons, and it just seems like they don't have the communication to get this one out. Lozzie a little bit awkward. I know this other player is Zer at the moment, but Zer not able to get to that ball either. We're going to see the Cobras up 2-0 in the first, minute. This is very impressive.
Again, this could go either way, and I'm not putting the Demons down at all. I'm staying by them, and I'm going to 100%, have their, stay on their side the entire way, hoping and, praying that they actually continue to win, and they actually do win this series. But you know what, we have to admit that this is a pretty unfortunate situation for the Demons to start off game one in the best of 5 series down 2, still 3.5 minutes left to go, not even halfway through. Hopefully they can score this one. Nice slowing down of pace, giving that perfect opportunity from the score, giving them now 1 less to have to catch up by.
Yeah, I mean, just a perfect play by Zer here. He's going to take the low 50, and it's not even a 50, it's more of a fake. But that's a beautiful play by the Demons, who, by the way, need to get back into this thing, right? They don't want to let the Cobras run away with it. You certainly don't want to give them too much momentum. And I think if you're the Demons, you have something to prove here, right? You're the last of your franchise to still be in playoff contention somewhere. They're obviously first round, here, but Lozzie shot, Beansmo going to miss it, and that's just going to go right in. Easy score for the Demons. And I don't know what happens here with the Cobras. Just a little defensive breakdown. Beans Mode just awkward there, barely scuffs it, but Lozzie gonna get credit for it.
Perfect placement of that ball, completely far out of reach for the defense, giving them perfect opportunity to score that second goal. We said it in the last series we were together. Having that 2-point differential is not something you want to have. You want to have something maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 in order for you to actually feel confident. That 2-point differential is not something that benefits you at all, because once you get scored on once, sometimes that might backfire on you and you might not have enough to gain more control. As we just saw, in a matter of 30 seconds or more, or less actually, the Cobras went up from having that 2-point differential to now being tied with almost halfway through this game to go. Lozzie takes control of this ball now. Feet trying to contest it. Zerg unable, able to get it past. That shot taken by Lozzie puts them at another point ahead. This one now 3-2 with just under half the game to go.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful work from the Demons. They kind of just play this one slow, and they make sure they get a goal out of it. And sometimes that's just the smart move, right? Ensure that the play that you're going for is going to work out in your favor. And I think the Demons are fundamentally good at this game, right? They understand what needs to get done in order to see the success. And, Zer and Lozzie, they've been playing for some time. And I know that Rogue is either some way here or, is in comms with these guys at the moment, but I know he's super proud of them. I know he's excited to have them on the squad, and truthfully, I think, again, I'm really kind of dabbling in the middle here. I haven't really made a full prediction yet. I definitely thought the Cobras looked strong, but I also really like the Demons. I liked them at the beginning of the season. They've kept up, they've been consistent, and I don't really know what to think about them right now, but I'd like to see a little bit more from the Cobras, especially in the next couple minutes here.
Now, tell me, who not that this really matters anymore, considering playoffs has shown us that doesn't matter where you are, rank status or position status in this, you're either going to win or lose. But where is, either one of these teams in their positioning at the end of normal season?
Oh, boy. Well, Zarek going to slot this one in right here, making it look like he is the top of, the entire season, like just the top of everything. And everybody's a little awkward there for the Cobras, but he makes it look easy. The Demons, for the most part, were always towards the upper half. The Cobras were towards the upper half. Rankings kind of shifted around, but again, this kind of conference, being as small as it is, you only have 7 teams here. If you have one team who has to forfeit a whole bunch of games or doesn't show up, it shows because you're 1-6 and you don't make playoffs. But I do believe that both of these teams were pretty actively playing. I think the only notable thing to kind of say here would be that Azira, who is an ultimate player, ended up playing for the Cobras for a good amount of time. The Cobras also lost like 3 or 4 of their players that they drafted, right? They've had to go through rebuilds and other things. Beans Mode has been here since the beginning, but, not a lot of other players have been. Opportunity for Feed here. He's not going to do much with it. Beans Mode going to take this back to their own side. But a minute left to go here. Cobra's best hope is that they can maybe take a couple of points, maybe even, bring this back in this game here. It's going to be a tough ask, especially with Lozzie doing Lozzie thinks he goes for the fake, he hits it. And now the Cobras are down 4 points, and that's never in anybody's best interest.
This is what the Cobras were hoping to get in the beginning of this first game. Jeez, but it looks like the Demons have come around and completely flipped this game up on its head, going from being down by 2 to now leaving the Cobras at 2 and taking this game completely by force with 4 points ahead. 40 seconds left. Beans Mode going to try and get something out of this, try and get some points back. Unable to make the shot. Lozzie now going to take this out of their corner. Hopefully trying to gain some speed, trying to put some more damage out on Lozzie with a nice block. Puts it off the backboard. Beans Mode going for the double tap, unable to make that tap. That second one, and Lozzie going to take that easy open net, pushing it downfield, giving them now a 5-point lead with 19 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and again, that's got to be kind of the tough one, Quumps. I could take this Demons team any day. Dude, you are on the team. It said it on the graphic, Quumps. It's actually a pleasure to have you back in chat, because I know there's going to be something that gets said later, sooner or later at least. But Demons, they look great. I mean, truthfully, everything that they've done kind of, except for that, has kind of worked out for them. They certainly not interested in giving that to the Cobras, but I mean, I don't really have a ton else to say, right? I mean, Feed and Beans Mode have played this game together and whatever else they played before. Feed asking for overtime. Lozzie doesn't care. They're in. They do not care, but I'm sure that there needs to be further discussion. Lozzie going to boom this down the field. But yeah, I think when you kind of break it down, you have to view, where this Cobras team is kind of coming from. It probably is going to take him a couple games to warm up. It might even take him till game 3 with 2 losses in between, right? I mean, the Demons, they take this one commandingly. I have to imagine that next game we will probably see, at least a little bit of a different Cobras team, maybe something with a little bit more pizzazz. But for right now, yeah, this is all Demons.
I would have to agree. Demons are showing that, they have a massive force behind them, that they have the potential to take this entire series, but it's just a matter of time before the Cobras, as we saw with their stats earlier. Again, these two teams are completely, one in the same almost in terms of stats, with the exception of their win rates. They are pretty close behind one another. So it's not that, far off. So I'm hoping the Cobras come back and give us a showing of what that they are capable of.
I agree, and again, playing with somebody brand new is tough sometimes. It takes you, again, that game or two to get used to. So I'm not entirely worried. If the Demons can build off of this, then I'd be worried. But until then, until we see this next game, there's not much else I can really say about it. I do want to point out that this is also going to be a URL, UNL, anything I've ever done first right here, right? You guys will see it in just a second. I've notoriously only ever streamed on Manfield. I figured maybe we do a little bit of a change up, right? Maybe we play on some different fields, different kind of situation going on here. Change the vibe up a little bit. So anyways, here we are on Utopia for game number 2. We're gonna change up the vibe. Who knows? Maybe this is the Cobras field, but it's Beans mode. Strikes first in the first 6 seconds here. Gets his own solo play. Gets the touch past one, and then ultimately makes the bump when gets his own little touch on it. But still a crazy play from the Cobras.
Very bright setting indeed. Too bright, almost, if I might add. I'm not used to seeing Utopia often. So it's very bright to see. A double tap by Lozzy attempt.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What was that? Lozzy taps this one off the backboard.
Oh my goodness. That's gross. Absolutely massive.
My god. That's clip of the week right there.
It has to be.
That is.
Could you do
the
that?
angle on that, bro. I cannot. I can't do that
not?
even if I can't do that even if I ate my Wheaties that morning. There's no way.
Oh shoot. Okay. So Anthony hits the gym, eats his Wheaties, drinks his protein shake, and still can't do that.
Not even.
That's tough. Lozzy gonna send this right back to Feed. Feed takes it in and over. Cobras strike again. Within the first minute here, they say, listen, we were even, we were 1-1, but now we got a little lead on you, and Feed just makes the play perfectly. But you're 100% right. I mean, just the things that these players can do as Legends League as a whole is just super impressive. These really are the best of the best. Just some of the best games and some of the best gameplay you'll see here. Feed gonna slot one right to Lozzy. Makes it easy clear. Demons not able to hold that offensive pressure for a little bit, but the Cobras gonna find themselves with the ball again and kind of ruling this midfield. I figured the Demons would do it after a little while. Demons get the shot, and Zer not able to do much more. It's gonna be Lozzy taking his turn next on this. Everybody kind of locked up in this corner, just past the first minute mark too.
Looks like the Demons are again back on their defensive side. And another shot taken by Beans mode. Puts that one, sees the back of the net. Now at 3-1, sitting at 3-1. Again with that 2-point differential. Are we going to see another rewind of what happened in game 1? Or are they going to completely get complacent? Or are they going to continue this offensive push? What do you think?
See, that's a great question, because I have to imagine that the Cobras have seen one now, but again, the Demons, they're good. We still have more than half the game to play, and change, of course. But realistically, I don't think this is anything that the Demons can't, kind of surpass. Zer's got the 1v here. Beans mode able to make the save. Zer gonna come right back in hot. Feed all the way down the other end, and it just seems like, maybe communication needs to be focused on here a little bit on both sides, just to make sure that we're, fixing up those small little, issues that we're seeing from these two teams. But Beans mode able to get a touch. Oh, big play there from Zer. Lozzy gonna probably not hit it as hard as he wanted to, but nice pass nonetheless. Gonna be defended easily. Feed with the 50 on Zer. Beans mode gonna take the 50 here. Another one mid. Feed gonna get the ball again, take the possession. Big touch off the sidewall, and not really a whole lot for Beans mode, and a bad 50. Gonna be for the Demons.
That was a monstrous clear. A beautiful 50 off of Zerg, off of Feed, actually. puts that one in for the long clear. I don't know. This is looking like a remodel of what happened the last game. They're down by 1 now. Demons have a chance to take over. A little bit over halfway through the game. That kickoff did not go as they would have liked. A bump shot aerial. Beans Mode continues to lead now again by 2. 4-2 Cobras lead.
Beautiful work from Beans Mode here. You know he gets exactly what he wants. Awkward, from the Demons as a whole, but this is a pretty similar score as to what we saw last time. And then, obviously the Demons ran away with it. Now we're looking at halfway through game number 2. Can the Demons reel it back in, or is it gonna be closer? Is this gonna be a blowout from the Cobras? I mean, anything is really possible at this point. I have more expectations for the Cobras right now. They're able to slot it, and we get ever so close to an equal score here, right around halfway through this first game. 3-2. Beautiful work from Lozzie, getting the bumps, getting everything needed for Zer to just have a free shot there.
I'm expecting nothing less other than a high-scoring game because, I'm going to continuously refer back to the stats because these teams are literal copy and paste, features of their stats that we saw earlier. Both these teams with almost a 10-point ratio, a 10-point percentage of points and goals that they've made. I think it was like 9 or so points per game. Right. That they had almost up to that, about 9 point something each game. So I'm expecting nothing less between that. So and this just goes to show, 7 points overall in this first game, almost halfway through it already.
Sure. Oh,
so we'll see.
There's another. Add it to the tally.
This is another. Add it to the tally. We shall. This is a beautiful shot by Beans Mode. Again, keeping them at 2 points ahead. Demons haven't been able to get out of this 2-point rut.
Wow. I mean, listen, we kept talking about the 2 points. That's got to be one of the biggest, points that we hit during, regular season, towards the end of it. And realistically, in the first round of playoffs, it was definitely something we focused on. You don't want to be up 2 points. I mean, you certainly want to be up 2 points. Don't get me wrong about that. But it's putting you in a weird position to kind of know that you have that confidence, and then it's more likely that you'll lose it that fast. I have to imagine that there's some kind of study and there's some sort of something on that kind of front. But realistically, I think being 2 up right here is not such a bad thing. You just got to play safe, and you got to play respect the other team, but don't give up anything more than you need to, especially because something like this could happen. Beautiful wide open net for Zer. He slots it in. And again, you just need to play safe. Keep that ball in front of you. Don't take any risks, and be just in an awkward spot there. Zer slots it. It's beautiful. There's a minute and 8 seconds left, and this is still a game. Yeah, you don't want to be up 2 points speed.
I'd have to say that this complete aggressiveness by the Demons team, they have not given up whatsoever. They have not stopped pushing. They've constantly been making demos. They've constantly been going through to the end. They haven't stopped pushing, and every mistake that they make, they capitalize in a different way. I don't know about that much, so giving Feed a perfect opportunity to take a shot. Lozzie with a beautiful save off top right. Zer now trying to give himself an opportunity. Passes it up to Lozzie, but Lozzie with no boost, unable to do anything with it. Beansmo going for a bump. It doesn't matter. Feed takes a shot anyway, puts it right over Zer, giving them again a 2-point lead.
Coming back to the 2 points again, not such a bad thing, but also once you hit that last 30 seconds or so, it's usually a good thing, right? We usually talk about it in terms of if you have these 2 points, at the beginning of the game, halfway through the game, it's more possible that you end up not being able to kind of keep it. But in the last 30 seconds, I'll take 2 points up any day of the week. Demons, unfortunately, definitely not out of this one yet. Lozzie with almost a beautiful shot there. Certainly would have rivaled the shot that we just saw earlier.
I don't think so. I don't think so, no.
It would have been pretty nice. But
I don't think that would have taken it.
Cobras last few seconds here should be able to take this one easy, and Feed gonna put that one down, and we see a 1-1 game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a series here, and again, it beats a 3-0 any day of the week, so we are in for some entertainment.
And entertainment it shall be. 6-4. I think that was the exact scoring from the. No, I lied. It was a little higher than
I think
that.
it was like 7-4 or something like that.
Yeah, close enough. But either way, it was still a great series, a great game overall. Some things that we'd have to touch on. Demons need to flow back into their game one because they were getting out of it a little bit, getting a little almost too cocky. A lot of redirects, a lot of flashy things that they didn't really do all that much in game one. They got a little too complacent in this game.
Yep.
So we'll have to go back into game number one. Cobras need to, if they want to continue to win, stay very much into float of what they have going on right now because it's working perfectly for them.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. You know, Cobras have something to build off of here. You know, we had said earlier that if the Demons were able to build off of, you know, that game one, they would have a very easy game three. But again, you know, the Cobras, they went out, they saw exactly what they needed to, and they acted on it. And that was perfect for them. But, you know, in the long run, you know, it's going to be right here that kind of decides the series. You know, obviously going to put one team on match point. And again, you know, this is round one, but just like round two, ladies and gentlemen, if you lose here, you go home. It's win or, you know, go home. It's that simple. So, you know, you want to put your best all out on the field. You don't want to leave anything back or home. So, you know, it kind of all comes down to this game right here and obviously the games that succeed it. But Lozzie going to take this one up. Going for the pinch, ceiling pinch, feed back to defend it. Lozzie almost gets the dunk. Would have been nuts. Feed, big shot down the field, and it's going to be Zer looking to take control of that one. He's going to stay on it. Look for Lozzie mid. He's got the flick. Lozzie up, shot, and there it is.
Oh,
beautiful
my
work
God.
from the Demons. And Lozzie ignites it. Let's go.
Beautiful, beautiful, you know, midfield pass. Lozzie being very aware of what was happening. That comms at its finest work right there. Demons able to take the lead first off in the game.
Huge kickoff there from Beansmo to the Cobras. Ultimately stays on the Demon side. Lozzie down to Zer. Zer, another one. Nobody. Oh, just barely off, but there was nobody there to defend that side angle. If Zer had gotten that angle that he wanted, certainly would have been tough to defend. Beansmo going to try to get this one out. Pass down to Feed, and Feed's going to have to make something of it here. Both Cobras right on the ball, and this could be an awkward situation for both guys here.
Sorry, I stepped away from my mic thinking you had way more to say.
I can't.
Thankfully, no, you're fine. Thankfully, I had my headset on. I ran to go grab a water. Zer now gonna take this one out. Put it into the corner. Hopefully, pass it down. Lozzie with the shot just goes straight up into the air. No one in the backfield for the Cobras. Zer attempting to take a shot, unable to do so with the defensive feed in the way. Zer not letting this ball go, continuing the pressure. Contest once again being an absolute menace on the Cobra side. Feed going for a shot. Attempt not hard enough, so Lozzie's able to contest this one easily. Lozzie bouncing that one off the wall to Zer. Zer going off this one. Drops that one. Unable to get it through. Unable to get this one off of a wall. Goes right in, drops right in, no problem.
Oh no, and you hate to see it, right? Because Lozzie hit one of those earlier on purpose, and Feed just hit one right now by accident. And I mean, they still look just as good, but you know, Lozzie's a little bit cooler because it obviously meant to happen. But Lozzie gonna ultimately take control here, sends it over to Zer. Zer's shot, Feed able to defend it. Beansmoke gonna pick up the pieces and ultimately goes for the 50. You're looking up 2-0 right now for the Demons. They're comfortable. Lozzie for another one.
Oh
and
my God.
Goodness, this guy is on fire. And not just because his goal explosion paints him that way, but literally because this guy is so hot right now. You can see his mechanics. You can see his focus, the attention to spacing. Just about everything's going this man's way right now.
This is showing to be an absolute monstrous beginning to a game. Almost halfway through this, Demons are up 3-0. Beast Mode trying to do something here, taking this ball out of their own corner. Lozzie keeping that midfield presence. Zer now clearing this one out back to the midfield. A demo on Lozzie gives them the opportunity of a 2v1. Cobras now still on their back end of their field playing the defensive end. Lozzie takes this one off the wall. Little one tap, little second tap, unable to get it past Beans Mode, but got it past Feed instead. Zer now again keeping that midfield presence, causing a little bit of a havoc. Thought no one was backfield, but instead it was Lozzie hiding behind the ball like a snake, which is weird because he's not a Cobra.
That is pretty weird. And, I do want to talk lore, for a minute or two here, right? Obviously, Demons in a great place right now. We'll put that on the back burner. Lore for this game. The Demons are a relatively new team. This is their first appearance anywhere, right? This is their first appearance in playoffs. This is their first appearance in Legends. If they win, this will be their first win in playoffs. It'll take them to a conference semifinals, which again will be a first accolade for them. Let's talk about the Cobras for a little bit, right? This Legends Cobra team is the team of URL right now, right? Unfortunately, they were not able to take it home last season, but this team was in the running in the finals, last season for Legends, right? They played the Trout. The Cobras, they win the first 3 games. The Trout reverse sweep them to win it in Game 7 overtime. So Cobra's looking for any amount of redemption here, and they're looking to add any amount to their accolades. They've got multiple playoff appearances. They got playoff wins. They've got semifinals. They've got finals appearances. This team is loaded and stacked. A win here would only add to that accolade room, but of course they have to actually win. Demons looking for an opportunity to staple themselves in history here with a playoff win.
I'm a man of history, and I love history as a whole, whether it be video games, logic of actual history, war history. I love it all. And it looks like they're trying to staple themselves in history with a dynamite style of a shutout in this game. 4-0, 37 seconds left. Beautiful shots by both players on the Demons team. This is showing to be, a Demons game. A Demons series, if I must. I don't think there's much left for me to say on the Demons bandwagon. I don't know.
I mean, I could see us going to a Game 5, potentially if the Cobras are able to pull up for next game. But again, I really do think that this has been Demons this game, and it's been easy Demons this game. They make it look like it's easy. I mean, their mechanics are on point. They're passing to each other. They've got room. They've got space. They've got ideas. They're creative with their goals. There's nothing, double commits from the Cobras. The Cobras are not where they need to be right now. If I'm the Cobras, and again, I know that this is a Legends team we're talking about, I would take that timeout, and I'd figure out what I could do to kind of make myself feel a little bit better about the last game of the series heading into game number 4. Or potentially last game of the series. My apologies. Yeah, I mean... But listen, we continue to switch up the course. We're going to head into our next field, into our next, kind of match, into our next map. And I feel like this is one where everybody kind of, gets excited. This will be the place to kind of finish it off. I'm excited about it. We're going to head to Aquadome. And I feel like Aquadome is a fun place to be. It's where champions are made. If it's not Champions Field, of course. We'll head there game 5. Should we get there? I've got to remind these guys that they've got a timeout.
You would think they would know these things by now.
Have tactical timeouts if needed.
Tacties.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if there's a tactical timeout to be taken, they got to take it now. They got to call it at the least.
Now.
There's a player in this. Look at the players in this lobby. Just take a peek at the names. Just take a peek at the names.
Ooh.
You see that one too?
Ooh. I don't know if it's your second name or the assassin that we have lying in wait in there.
Oh, I see. I really did wish it was that, but I have a feeling that I know who this is. Nolan is bald. Very funny. See, I told you. We said it earlier. Glumps is in chat. Glumps is gonna get his lap in, and that's just the way it is. Glumps, member of that London Cobras team that actually had its season 1. So again, this would be big for Glumps to kind of, obviously not playing, but for him to be on a team that had kind of won in one place and is kind of able to win in another. And it's there. He's going to slam in first goal of game number 4, Demons. Game 4 starting to look promising.
Beautiful midfield pass. Zer in a almost dead smack center of the field. Actually, I think he was dead smack center of the field. Putting that one at a perfect position to take the lead 30 seconds into game number 3, I think this is.
This is game number 4, my good sir. Demons got 2,
Wow,
Cobras got 1.
I have not been keeping count, obviously.
Listen, you're good.
Good thing someone is, because I wasn't. I've just been so mesmerized by what's been happening on my screen.
Listen,
Needless to say, that demo, again, beautiful demos from the Demons have been demolishing, pun intended, demo-wise, the Cobras, and using those demos perfectly in perfect opportunities such as that one, giving them an upper hand to put themselves in a perfect opportunity to now take possession of the long, clear downfield. Beast Mode, unable to make a better touch on that one, puts themselves in a position to have to defend. Feed with a beautiful save. With a carry out. Hoping for a shot. Gur, something, letters, Zer?
Zer.
Is it? Zer, okay. Beast Mode going for a pinch, unable to make it. Zer in the way. Nolan, if you don't mind holding on to this while I go turn my heat down. I'm dying.
That sounds good. Dying. Dude, is too hot. And that's exactly what you can be using to characterize the Demons right now. Unfortunately, this one might be a Cobras goal. Beats Mode able to get the 50. Huge play from the Cobras. And you need that one too. Especially since this could very well have been an overcommit from them. Beans Mode able to score it 1-1. And Cobras still in the game. They're knocking. They're not ready to go out of this easily. And you know, this is kind of the moment where you have to, you know, have some points on the board. You know, Demons are going to continue to score. Cobras need to kind of make that mark early. Good 50 from the Cobras. Good 50 from the Demons, and Lozzy with the point here. Gonna send this back out to mid, and you know, it just gets the good 50, and that's really about all she wrote, huh? 2-1. Little, I don't know what this is. My goodness.
What in the God's green earth?
You saw that too, right?
Yeah.
Lozzy was still in lava, on fire. There's a little bit. Oh, he still is. This guy is. Hold on a minute. This guy is still has his goal explosion on. I've never seen that before. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Look at this. That is from the goal explosion.
That is a Rocket
I
League
did
first.
not. Wow.
See, it's funny on your screen. That's how it looks. On mine, it looks completely different.
Really?
He looks normal on my screen.
No, dude is fiery hot. I mean, this is literally the equivalent of like heating up in like NBA 2K. Like you are fiery hot. You don't need no Gatorade. You don't need no rest, and it's perfect. And this is like the real life embodiment of that. And unfortunately, you know, he can't stay hot forever. I think. Oh, just an unfortunate pass there. Can't stay hot forever, so maybe next goal we'll see it change back. Maybe the game is just destined to let him stay like this. But my goodness, that is one cool looking car. I don't even know how the heck that happens. The car looks sick. I'd take that any day.
Imagine if that was an actual decal. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Rocket League.
I know, seriously. My real question is can Lozzy see it? Can the actual player who's playing on it see it?
I don't think so. Maybe it's selective. It might be selective.
Because you said that you can't see it, right?
I cannot know.
Oh, wow. Wide open net. Cobra's going to score. And while we're over here talking about Lozzy's car, when's the decal dropping? Luvara, dude, that's what I want to know. I just am curious if he's going to keep the decal after this this little cut sequence here. Let's take a peek. We see Feed. We see Luzer. I love that we're just looking over the cars here. Lozzy's not going to keep it. It was a one-play deal, and it just so happened that if you missed the shot or you got scored on, you unfortunately lost your power up. But Zer going to try to stay on this one, and it ends up being taken away by Beans Mode. Might I remind you, we are at 80 seconds left to go, potentially in this series right now. Cobra's goal will take them to Game 5. Beans Mode shot here, too high. Feed, not there to finish it. Should be a clear from the Demons. It's a beautiful pinch. And you know, just as a reminder, it is the Demons who, if they score here, they end up turning themselves into round 2 competitors. Lozzy able to get the 50. No 50 involved. Lose a little 50 there, but Demons gonna remain control of this. Lozzy back on the outskirts, looking to make the 50 again. He's got time, he's got space. Lozzy up, potentially looking to make a pass to his teammate. Bit of an awkward pinch. It's gonna end up followed into Zer's hand. Beautiful save from Beans Mode. Goes up the wall. Beans. Big touch up. Another big touch up. Score from Beans Mode, and the Cobras in this game.
This is a beautiful carry from pretty much the entire field way down. Beans Mode, beautiful placement. Just taps off the top, off the bar. Puts that one in a perfect position for them to take the lead 3-2. 30 seconds left. Still an opportunity for the Demons to take back the game. They might cause a little bit of trouble. Considering this is Legends, anything is possible, and they have beautiful skill sets to put themselves in perfect position to take the game anyhow.
You're 100% right. Dwindling down here. We got the last 15 seconds. Feed on the ball. Cobras got to play this one smart. And a double commit right off the bat. Not exactly smart, but it ends up working for them. Beans Mode going to turn this to a 2-score game. And again, last 8 seconds, I'll take 2 goals any day of the week, but my goodness, they turned this game on its head, and Mike, we're going to a game 5. I don't even know what to say about that.
I'll say let's freaking go.
I'm down. I'm in. Last second score. Gonna go to feed, but I'm pretty sure scored by.
I think that was an own goal.
I think it was an own goal too, and I don't really think it matters here all too much. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, you're right. Zerg just gonna knock that one in on his own. Last 4 seconds. I'm sure that they're not concerned about a comeback here, although it is technically possible. Another one pitched towards the Cobra. Oh my goodness, we're really gonna have to watch this again. Beans, well, dude, stop scoring, bro. Dude, hit him with the GG early. 2-6, and another resounding Cobras win. When the Cobras win, they win big. Wow. By at least 2, but my goodness, it ends up being a game 5. London Cobras not willing to give up that historical aspect. If they have an opportunity to get themselves to another a playoff game, they certainly will. And again, this is a team embedded in history. This is a team that we see continuously make the finals, right? They've made it the past 2 seasons. They've been the finals front runners. This is the first season that we don't see that. So this does end up being a little bit of a different situation for them. Obviously, not that we see the same players, but just from a historical standpoint, Cobras have something to win for, and the Demons do too, but that's kind of just the name of the game.
I don't think the Demons are trying to go out in round 1 any more than anyone else, any more than the Cobras do. But we go back into seeing that I win one, you win one, I win one, you win one, and we're at game 5, and it looks like I think one of our teams want to take a tactical timeout. If I'm correct here.
Oh boy, I've just been disconnected. That's not good.
Oh no.
We're gonna hopefully be able to get back into this.
I'm still here. You are too. We're good.
I guess we're playing on Starbase Arc for our last game. That's what it came back up for. I definitely had this on Champions Field. Timeout started. Both teams are going to opt to take their timeout from the Cobras right now at the very least. We got this started up right here. I will ask them, do y'all care if it's Starbase or should I change it? Maybe we just end this in space. Maybe that's it, right?
I would have to. I think so. I think this has been very astronomical of a game. So
astronomical of a game. They wanted it. They didn't want it. They said change it up, please. We're already out. We are on to the next. Yeah, no, there was absolutely zero talk. They wanted the Champions Field. Listen, as long as it wasn't like some craziest like absolutely nuts field that we don't ever play on, whatever, this, that, the other thing, fine with me. We're gonna go ahead and remake that lobby though, and send it back out to everybody. We're gonna get this lobby info. Anthony, we got a game left. What do you think both of these teams need to do in order to take the win? Like specifically, like give me the Cobras. You've seen them. What do you think they need to do in order to win this game?
I think what we need to do is I think what we need to do is as a demon myself. Okay, I think what they need to do is they need to completely rework what they did in game 2 and 3, and they need to show that all over again. For the Cobras, if they they obviously went back to game 1, so I guess that's what they did, so they need to stay that way if they want to win.
Right.
For the Demons, I want them to win, so they need to go back into game 2 and 3, and the Cobras need to go back into 2 and 3 as well.
Yeah, I mean, the competition is fierce. It's kind of just, yeah, you've definitely had over a minute to play. So timeout's over. We are right back and ready to go to game 5. Both teams have had a minute to talk things over. I have thoroughly iced both of these teams by completely changing up the lobby, and now we're doing different stuff. But I'm so excited to be able to bring us to a game 5 right here, and it's Cobras Demons. And again, you know, there's so much on the line right here historically to go on and into the next round. I don't even know who this next team would be playing. I can actually figure that out for you in a second here, but first couple of seconds we don't end up seeing a goal, just like the past couple of games where I feel like we've seen goals off the rip, right off the first play at least. Beautiful play here. Cobras, Beans mode, gonna take this one up, gonna stay on it, goes for probably an option for feed. Feed gonna have to rip this one by the defender. Lazi with a big boom down the field. Both Cobras on the retreat. Opportunity to make something for the Demons. Zerg gonna stay up, gets beat. And now all of a sudden the Cobras have an opportunity to strike back fast. Beans mode can't cut it. And Feed can't get there. And the Demons gonna be on the counter here. Lazi gonna get a touch over one, gonna hopefully get a touch over a second. Look to make a 50. Gets it back out to mid for Zer. No follow-up there from the Demons, and this should be Cobra's ball going the other way.
Beansmo going to continue to push downfield. Demos Lazi in the process. Feed now, hoping to get an attempt here of a shot. Lazi comes back from being demoed and sends this one over to the wall. Zer, beautiful save top right. Zer continuing to push downfield. This one might be trouble. No one's in the backfield. The shot taken goes right in. Minute and a half out of the game, and the Demons have this 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful work from Zuri here. Just makes the nice, easy read off the wall. And that's my apologies. I actually knew that the Pride were the team waiting, but whichever team wins this game is going to have the dubious honor of going up against the #1 seeded Philadelphia Pride. And that's not going to be fun no matter what. Luvara is an absolute G, and I'm not going to lie to you, Noto is pretty damn good too. So both of those guys, not going to be fun to play against no matter where you're at here. But hopefully, you know, one of these teams will have at least a shot at it, right? Better than being counted out right out the bat. But Lazi gonna go ahead and get a nice little clear down the field, and this one gonna roll in. Feed just tucks it right under the defender. Zer can't get there. We're looking at a 1-1 game, 3:12 on the clock.
I think that was an unfortunate read by the defense, not realizing that was going in, or just an awkward positioning. Either way, Feed with a beautiful awareness of where that ball was, giving them the 1-1.
Just a reminder, whoever wins this game advances to the second round of the playoffs and has a date with the Pride. Loser goes home and does not get to play in the playoffs. And unfortunately, you know, their season ends right here. Everything that they've played for up to this point, you know, has kind of just been regular season, has been everything. But, you know, one team has to move on and one team has to go home, and you know, 2:45 left on the clock is when we'll figure that out, you know, barring an overtime, which, by the way, I certainly would not mind seeing here. I feel like we'd see a very back and forth active overtime. Huge shot there from Zer, and I don't even know where he comes from on that one. But Lazi, I mean, just a beautiful play. Zer just takes his time, shoots it top shelf, and nobody able to get there. And that's, you know, again, concentration, placement. That's what you're going to get with a Legends game, right? You know, these guys have been doing this for years. You know, these guys know exactly what they're doing. And here's another one by Lazi. Another shot on. Beansmo can't save it. And Lazi heating up. Maybe he'll even keep the car.
One can only hope and dream. That car
I
looked
hope so.
fantastic.
That
was that
sure
shot.
Crazy
Shot was a beautiful shot from midfield. Under halfway left to go in this game. Demons lead by 2. Lazi taking this one away from Beans Mode. A pass to Zer, and Zer puts that one in bottom left, giving them a 3-point differential.
Yeah, Demon's starting to run away with it a little bit. Lazi just overfeed, and Zer's on the same page. You know that these guys, they've got the chemistry, they've got the creativity. Now they just have to waste the clock, right? Now you're playing for time. 2 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock. You got plenty of time to just dribble the ball. You don't have to make anything crazy of it. But the big idea here is that you do not want to give the London Cobras space or time because they'll take advantage of it. You know, we've seen them do it before. They get these last second shots in. They can pile them on. You kind of just need to make sure that, you know, you're playing a safe game. And as long as the Demons kind of stay as aggro as they have been, I feel like that, you know, kind of really doesn't change for them. Feed, massive boom down the field. Gonna look for that second touch. Big clear by Lozzie. Looks like he might even be the first to the ball, or at least going for a demo. Beans mode with a clear to make. Touches it off to the side, and again, the time being wasted off the clock. We see another 30, 40 seconds go by, and just no answers for the Cobras. They have to be able to defend and chew off, you know, shots after shot. And obviously, this is not even going to be on itself. Feed, it'll clean it up, but just under 90 seconds, you need two. It's certainly possible, but, you know, you got to do it fast.
90 seconds, just under 90 seconds left, about 84 roughly, give or take a second or two. That still looks heavy. That still is heavy. The way these legend teams play, that's almost like, you know, a millennium in time. And Zer not much able to do with that one. Had a perfect opportunity to score, but no boost able to do much. A shot misses just wide. Feed lands on top of it, unable to flick on that one. Zer gets a weird clear. Looks like that one is a little off to the right. Lozzie puts that one in perspective for his Feed. Feed goes for the shot off the backboard. Lozzie clears that one to the corner. Zer with no boost, unable to help out as much as he would like to. Lozzie again contesting. The shot misses very far. Goes right into the other corner from corner to corner. Coast to coast, as one would say. If you were a wrestling fan, you would understand what I mean. Oh my god.
Dude, are you good? Should I call you an ambulance?
I'm good.
Huge shot here from Lozzie, not able to make contact. As we head into our final 30 seconds of game here, Beans mode with a small breakaway, potentially a score here from Feed. Feed that takes the shot, not able to find any sort of points on it. Big 50 from Zer and Beans mode there. Another touch out by Lozzie as we dwindle down to our final 10 seconds here. It looks like the Demons might have just pulled this one out. Huge play by the Demons in front of the goal line. Lozzie with the boom. And ladies and gentlemen, the Cobras are out first round. The Demons are moving on to round number 2. The Delaware Demons making history for their franchise. And, you know, you love to see that. You know, Cobras out early. In with the new, out with the old, and, you know, beautiful work from both sides. It was an entertaining series, and, you know, that's all I can ask for, right?
I would have to agree. Again, I say my prediction came true. I am going to constantly say every time my prediction comes true, I'm going to make it known that I can tell the future. I am a prophet. I'm a prophet, and I can't, you know, there's not much else I can say about that. I'm totally.
I've been a Demons fan the whole time. What are you guys talking about? Never, not Cobras. Not because of no remote malfunction or nothing. We've been Cobras the whole time. Cobra strong. I mean, what? Anyways, no, beautiful work from these guys. And, you know, again, you know, it kind of all comes down to, you know, what happens next, right? Demons gonna have an opportunity to go up and play against the Pride. I've seen them play before. I believe that that was like the Pride breakout game where I realized that they were good. So this one should be a good one either way. But we have another game tonight. We are well past the time that I gave those guys for their game. So we are actually going to sail right into this next one, Anthony, unless you need a minute or two.
No, I'm solid.
That sounds perfect to me. You guys are going to give me just a second here. Anthony, give me the breakdown of the game, though. What did you think about it? What surprised you? You know, what kind of made sense?
Well, I would have to say this went pretty much as close as I thought it would go, you know, back and forth, winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one. The thing that surprised me was how easy it looked almost for the Demons to take that last game. I thought the Cobras were for sure going to send this into overtime and completely put the Demons into sweat mode, but it almost seemed too easy for them to take it. You know, I didn't expect that at all. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a fight 100%, although it did have some moments where, you know, they were pushing back and forth, but things happen and, you know, stuff changes and momentum changes. So and the Demons just so happened to have the momentum in that last
Oh,
game.
buddy, there was never a doubt. Easy money
This is the guy I
all
gotta
day.
talk to. This is awesome. By the way, you realize that they made your franchise history, right?
Yes, they did.
That's big win. That's huge for those guys right there. And I know they've got a big battle against the Pride next week. I've seen them play. Pretty sure you were there when you watched them play. But they've seen a piece of them now. They have an upset on the way if they can make it happen. How confident are you?
So confident.
I like
Like,
that.
if the only thing that we have to worry about is like my guys just making sure that like they don't overcommit, or like, you know, like the biggest thing that we were having a hard time with in comms was like, oh man, I'm just putting you in a really bad spot. And
Yeah.
then they did that mental check, and like you saw that third game, they shut them down like completely.
Yeah,
like
100%.
easy
Anthony,
money.
leave that game for me.
We're taking it all. We're taking it all the way. New franchise takes finals.
I like
it's gotta
that.
be.
Listen, we haven't had that happen yet. Every single franchise that we've had so far that has won something has been one of the old ones. I think the only, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it goes.
let's be honest. Lozzie and Zerth, they deserve it after all this time.
No, they really do. You're 100% right. All right, we're set up here. We're ready to go. We're moving on to the next game. Next game is Knights Pirates Ultimate, and this is a round 2 game. So these are both teams who have won their previous round games and who are in the second round of the playoffs now. And again, a win for them moves them on to the semifinals overall, or the conference finals, however you want to put it. And, you know, a loss, you know, sends you home still, you know, same kind of stipulation. Name is Boom. Pass is... Let's see if I can remember it. Boom. All right. They are on their way. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into this next game, this next prediction, this next just about everything. Wow, it was a dead even split. Demons had a 51% vote ratio. Cobras had 49%. That was our Twitch chat vote. We're going to go ahead and re-up that right now. Guys, choose who you think is going to win this next game. We're going to go ahead and give you 5 minutes for it. It's either the Knights or the Pirates. Again, it's Ultimate League, so these are some pretty damn good players. Let's take a peek at the bracket first. Anthony, I'll take a peek at that. Get ready for me on the rosters, if you will, dear.
I shall.
Ultimate
Dear.
Ultimate bracket is going to end up being right here. I mean, it's as simple as this, right? Philadelphia Pride is that number 1 seed. They take on the Owls after all reseeding has been done. You know, this is what it looks like. We're taking a peek at that second matchup at the top half of the bracket on the bottom. It's the Boston Knights and the Maryland Pirates, the big bold red one right there. And then you see, obviously, your West Conference matchups at the bottom. We'll take a closer look at that later this weekend. But our first game right now is the Knights and the Pirates in the Ultimate. And again, you know, it was fun to watch. The Pirates take on the Bombers. That was a Game 5 massacre. Boston Knights able to clinch it in 4 versus the Cobras. So a little bit of the difference there. But ultimately, both teams having a little bit of trouble with the other team in the previous round. So I don't think that this should be a sweep or, you know, an easy game by any means. This should be, you know, a dead set, you know, kind of game, right? I'm not entirely sure who will take this one. Let's break it down. Let's go to the rosters. We'll take a peek at who's on each squad here. Anthony, if you wouldn't mind going over the Pirates in just a second here, I'll take care of the Knights for us. So Knights, goals, almost 5.5 goals per game. They're a very high scoring team. I know that Chunky and Noof, you know, very good in that regard. Form also going to be able to score some of those goals. They've been a high scoring, a high octane team for most of the season. Both of those teams really end up having ridiculously high shot counts. And again, that's probably because they both have, you know, extremely high octane offenses. Knights have a ridiculous almost 2.5 assists per game. Again, you can tell that they're in chemistry. Saves, they've got almost 4 in win rate. They're chilling at about 70, just a little bit under that. But overall, not a bad lineup.
For the Pirates, I completely have no idea who these two people are. I've never seen them play. I don't think I've actually casted or seen a Pirates game.
Sure.
But to the contrary, I do see these in beautiful stats, and I have seen these stats once before. We're going to go with 4.8 goals per game. Not that far off from the Knights. I was almost going to say the Demons. From the Knights, pretty close in similarity, but still Demons have there I go. The Knights have them on that aspect. 9.92 shots compared to 9.9.5 shots for the Knights. The Pirates take that one in terms of lead. They are, a little bit, almost 50% in terms of their goals to shot ratio. 1.96 assists, which means they're not all that much in cohesion with one another. Either that or they just like taking solo plays. 4.52 saves per game, beautiful defense ratio, and also we have a 60% win rate. Again, lower than the Knights, but that doesn't matter here because anything is possible in round 2s of the Ultimate Rocket League Ultimate Game Series. I don't know. I think Nolan died. Oh, he's back. Okay.
I'm right here. I'm good whenever you are. I'm just letting these guys know that they should be ready to go. We don't really have a whole lot much else for you. We got a game to go to. That's all that I know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start up right here. This does end up being a little bit of a different roster than initially we had on the page before. Breaking it down, though, it is still Zombie King. I'm pretty sure he's the only player on here who is as described. Beautiful early goal from the Knights here. It's going to be chunky or slow, taking out the defender. Zombie King goes past one, and slow gets the demo form there to clean up. Again, this Knights roster is typically Noof and chunky. Form is usually their third. Form has played the last game, and he's playing this game. Again, I don't know whether we'll see Noof here or what's going on, but we have yet to see their star, one of their star players in action yet.
I'm not sure if that was a miscommunication or an on-purpose thing, or maybe just didn't really care. But that bump on the midfield from the Pirates towards one another looked like it put them in an awkward position. Knights in an awkward position now in their corner. Form gets it past one. Is he able to get it past the second? Pass in midfield. Beautiful. That goes to show with their assist. Beautiful midfield pass to Slow, and Slow carries that one in to give them a 2-0 differential against the Pirates.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful pass there. I don't even know how the Pirates aren't able to defend that. It looked like the car was right in there. It perfectly spaced as well. Again, kind of just a surprise to me to see them not able to defend that. I thought for sure Moshe had that shot. Slow going to take it to the corner. I'm going to try to go for the 50 on Zombie King. And I'm not going to lie to you, the Pirates going to have to start to feel that pressure some way or another through demos from the Knights, through that added offense. I mean, just about everything here is going to tell the Pirates that they need to get their offense in order. Form, able to get the touch over one. Zombie King puts this towards mid. Chunky able to take the shot to the other side. Chunky going to take another shot, puts it over both. And that's the third for the Knights. We're a minute, not even a minute and a half into this first game. And already these Knights players are showing what they're capable of. They're coming out hot. You can tell that they've put a lot of work in this past week to be able to play with each other well.
It's starting to play off and show here in how strong they've been playing in this game so far. They haven't given the Pirates a second chance, or even a chance in general, to really make any shot attempts. There might be an attempt right here. As I say that, Zombie King putting in one for the Pirates. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left. 3-1. The Pirates are hoping to come back in this one. Unsure if they will. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to, but against this strong of a Knights team.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to defend against that, but you have to find a way to take them out. And, even if this isn't, a win for the Pirates, this game immediately, it sure needs to be a learning experience. This needs to end up being how do we take out Slow? How are we going to prevent them from having shots on our net, right? How do we not give them space? Because, again, everybody knows twos is a space game. You take away the space and nobody has anything to do. But, the assists, even you said that, assists on the Pirates were looking a little bit low. It looked like, they might not have that team cohesion. Or we might be taking more solo plays. And, again, maybe that just doesn't work here, but you never really know. Form shot high and hits the top shelf. Form gonna put the fifth in for the Knights, and they're not even close to done with this first game. We haven't even seen half a game yet, which bodes well for the Pirates. But again, just the fact that the Knights are at this point right now, they're on another level. They are on it right now.
This is just going to show that the. Hold on, I have a lot of background noise for some reason. All right, there it is. I got it out of the way.
Zombie
I'm
King.
sorry. Was that a? Is
Yeah.
that bullying that one in? It looks like
A little bit.
Masher with a bar down. Bullies his way through. Zombie King bully that one through right through form. Not caring how many defensive players are in their net. Doesn't matter. Still going in. Still down by 3. I thought that one was going in for sure. I didn't even realize Zombie King was back there.
So now that you're down 3 goals, if you're the Pirates, what do you do here, right? What do you do in this situation?
In this situation, my biggest
There goes another one.
my
doing?
biggest thing right now would be defense. My biggest thing would be defense. Focus on defense. If I have the opportunity to push, but communication and defense are going to be a really big thing right now because a lot of the times if we see these goals going in, they're making too much of an attempt to push without anyone or anything holding them in the backfield. You know what? If that makes any sense. They have
No, I
nothing
gotcha.
really like right here. Zombie King probably should have just made the pass downfield instead of trying to carry that one up themselves. Now Masher's going back here and Zombie King's by himself. There's been a lot of, solo plays or that have gone nowhere, and the other one's kind of just lingering in the backfield too close. If that kind of helps.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that's certainly a tactic that they can focus on. Zombie King, opportunity to make something happen. Here gets the flick. Beautiful work. And now they're only down 3 again. But they got 2 minutes to kind of make that switch, right? I mean, you make one play here, you get a little bit of momentum. Again, you have to shut down the Knights in some way or fashion. But, with 2 minutes left on the clock, there is still time in this game.
There's a lot of time. Those 2 minutes can go one of 2 ways. One, you make get very good use of it, and you make a game plan. You come up with a game plan, and you guys have like that 2-minute warning, where, if you're down by X amount of points, you got to make those seconds count, and that would mean not being on your half the entire way through, which they're doing a great job of right now, putting a lot of offensive pressure, but they're right on top of each other. And like I said, them being right on top of each other puts a lot of pressure on them. And what a beautiful save by Masher. Zombie King gonna take this one off the side wall. Pass this one off to Masher. Slow. Puts a little bit of contestment on there. Sends this one to the far off corner, and it goes in with ease. Again, putting them back on top by 4.
I like that the Pirates are still staying in this. Like they're trying. It's you can just tell. They started off bad. They didn't play their best first minute of this game, right? And now they're stuck in this predicament. All right, how do we score? How do we get out of this first game? And at this point, you got 1:15. You're under 90 seconds here. It's a tough game to have to play when you're down 4. My best advice to them is, think about it realistically, right? You're not going to win this game. Take away whatever you can. Start demoing, make them feel your presence. Maybe get a goal for the road. Do whatever you can, but you need to prepare for your next game.
I agree. I 100% agree. And this is a perfect showing of it. A shot attempt by one, a shot attempt by another, misses both. Zombie King going up, just playing keep away, it looks like at this point. Slow in form, going to continue keeping the ball out of their half, but to no avail. Slow looking like they're trying to do some flashy ball tricks, keeping the ball on the Pirates' half. Masher going up, little past midfield. Slow with a beautiful save, facing the wrong direction in the process. Again, the ball on the Pirates' half. It looks like, again, you have to say you're going to have to just let this one go and prepare for the next game, because it doesn't look like they're coming back from this one at all.
And, they're missing shots. They're not connecting on passes. We saw one about a minute ago that literally rolled right across the net. It was free for both players. Neither one of them could score it. I mean, they didn't look sharp. You know what I mean? It seems as if they could take a few minutes. Maybe they even take their timeout right here. That's certainly a possibility too. Maybe you take your maybe you take your thing right here and you say, listen, take a deep breath, figure out what we need to do. Figure out, how we want to stop Chunky, because again, Chunky Slow was that player for most of the game, but then you try to eliminate Chunky, or Chunky takes a step back, and it's like, my goodness, Form can do the same stuff, and it's just as ridiculous. So great work to the Boston Knights. They're gonna take game one in dominating fashion. Pirates have some work to do. They got to find each other. They gotta make a little bit of an effort here. Again, did you technically make your prediction? I don't think you did.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. Duh. What was your prediction?
I mean, the Knights. Duh.
Wonderful.
Come on now. Come on now. I'm a Knights through and through to the end. I don't care what team I'm on. I'm going to be a Knights fan regardless.
I like that. I'm a big fan of that loyalty. I'm the exact same way. These are the Knights colors. They're red. But yeah, my goodness, the Knights are that team right now. I have to imagine that the Knights will probably do this, and if I had a prediction, I'd say 3-1. After watching that, maybe I'd say 3-0, but you know, I'll give the Pirates the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we just need JK to show up. Maybe I'll send him a message and ask him if he can pull up. JK Frost, come to casters, come talk. All right, game is on. Big 50.
Game is on indeed.
The game is on. I did not switch it over. That's on me. It's too busy messaging JK. Moshe gonna take this over and around. A Pirates' first goal here, I feel like would be huge. Know that they have that early lead, kind of that confidence, and kind of build off of that. I feel like it'd be huge, and there it is. And there it is, Zombie King to Moshe, and maybe they just needed a warm-up game, but this is going to be a beautiful 50 from Zombie King, and Moshe just comes right through, and it seems like it very easily could have been either one of them to score it, but they go with the switch up. Oh, and there's the man of the hour, JK Frost. Your team just put up a point on the board. Are you in tune with what's going on right now? You know that they are about to score a second goal just off the bar down, but did you know that your team just lost game one? Are you in stream?
Yes, I did see that.
Gotcha.
I'm in the match as well.
He is in the match. As bro, what I forgot. I knew that was yours. I didn't know that was yours though. Huge, almost second goal by Zombie King there. Your Pirates have a little bit of work to do. I don't know if you have any particular thoughts about what that work is. I would like to see them personally take out Chunky. Start to be a little bit more aggressive. It looks like, the Knights are overcommitting quite a bit, so that might actually be a reality, something they can do. Zombie King shot on. Can he get the double? Moshe can't, and Zombie King gonna toss that back over to the corner. It looks like it might be an opportunity by the wayside for the Pirates, but what do you think of this team so far?
Who, are you asking me?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a better question though.
Okay.
How has this game kind of changed from the last game, right? What is your team doing differently?
All right, so I was talking to them. I don't think they really did anything wrong. I think everyone's like, me and Zombie always had like really bad first games, but then we would just like regain. And I think that's what they're doing right now. They're just regaining, and they're gonna get it back.
Right.
I know it. I don't care about that goal. I don't care about that goal. They can have one.
Absolutely. They should have one. This is a playoff game. Form, beautiful shot towards the middle of the net. He's gonna hit it. Yeah, I think you're right though. It only takes one. You got to see a team first to figure out how they play, to figure out how you want to play around that team. This could be big too. If Moshe can get there, it's gonna be cleared by Chunky. Zombie King just barely hits the post, and dude, your team easily could be like 4-1 right now if they just stop hitting the post. It's unfortunate. Moshe with the 50. Another opportunity to send this mid. Yeah, I mean, Pirates have certainly started to climb back into this game. We're starting to look a little better.
Shot attempt by Slow puts that ball into the corner as Mosher. Zombie King attempting to push downfield. Gets stopped. The ball's now on the Pirates half. Unfortunately for Mosher, now he has to take it all the way across the field with no boost left in the tank, unable to complete the drive. Zombie King on the run. A beautiful double by Mosher. Give them an opportunity to recap. Nice clear by Zombie King, hoping to get another touch on it. They do. Puts into the corner, past midfield. Can they make the shot? Mosher's unable to do so. Looked like they ran out of boost and gets a beautiful demo on Slow. Eye for an eye, 1-for-1, past midfield. Mosher with the shot. Almost hits the crossbar, but does not. Gets just underneath. Beautiful. Close shot indeed, and it goes in, giving them the 2-point differential, up by 2-3-1 Pirates.
Yeah, and I mean, that's that 2-goal differential. You know, and it's right around this point where you start to feel that confidence. Hopefully, the Pirates are able to build on it, and it doesn't end up costing them. Slow, gonna leave this one right in front of the net. Now they're up 3. Now they're fine. That 2-goal thing that we were just talking about doesn't apply anymore. Zombie
Out the
King,
window.
Out the window. Completely irrelevant. Slow misses off. That's a rare miss from Slow, too. You don't see Chunky missing that ball very often. That's one where you have to punish, and I'm glad that they did. Pirates winning in almost as dominant a fashion as the Knights were last game. It almost makes me kind of think back to how the Knights, decide to play this roster, when you know that they have another starting roster that they play with just as frequently. Zombie King gonna have to play a little defensive here. Gets demoed for his actions and his efforts. Big 50 down the field from Mosher. Mosher, an opportunity to start this home. 0 boost. Zombie, opportunity to kind of clean it up, and players flying everywhere. Mosher is out, waiting for the clear from Form. He's going to turn on this at midfield, though, and gain possession again. A pass to Zombie King if he can see it. Full preset. Zombie King stays off of it, and Slow gets the boom downfield. Zombie King, beautiful clear. All right, off to the side, and this one going to go mid. And you can see that the Knights are also not as aggressive. I mean, I feel like they were far more aggressive last game. They were able to just do more, whether they were getting lucky, taking risks, or whatever that they were doing. It's not happening this game. Big clear from Slow. Maybe more power on the ball. Maybe they're just starting to feel awkward, but Chunky normally would hit that. We're starting to see things that are uncharacteristic of the Knights right now. So again, maybe they'll fall short in game 2. Maybe they'll be back in game 3. Maybe the Pirates will just keep taking over. Who knows?
No one knows, and other than those players themselves. And right now we have 45 seconds left of the game. Another shot taken by Zombie King. Another one gone in. 4 points up. It looks like we might have ourselves a 1-1 series. Pirates might take this game. They might not. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, JK, let's take a little walk down memory lane here, right? Boston Knights, I can obviously I can kind of be here for them. Boston Knights, not too massive of a franchise, right? I brought them back last season for my own interest. Unfortunately, we didn't really win a whole lot of playoff games. My ultimate team didn't make it. I didn't have a Legends, and my all-star and contender went out in the first round after having massive aspirations. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't to your team, but it certainly could have been. But let's talk about your team and their accolades and kind of what happens here. As Moshe scores a long goal with 14 left, right? Let's take a walk down memory lane. What has your team done? Where do they, kind of usually lie in the playoffs? What have they done well in the past?
So you're talking each division or just a straight up ultimate right now?
I mean, when you talk about the Cobras, they're pretty historically good in Legends League. Demons just got their first playoff win anything in any division. But I mean, your team is historically and statistically pretty good in the playoff department.
Yeah, we usually make it to playoffs almost every season. Almost all my teams. I think last season, the only team that didn't make it was Contender, I think.
Something
I think
like
every
that,
one of my other teams made it, but this season, I think my first season too, all my teams made it. And then, I didn't have a Legends that season.
Right.
And then this season, every team made it. And every team's going pretty far right now. So, obviously we're only second round, so.
But you are one of the few franchises that actually still has all of their teams in, right? Your Contender, All-Star hasn't even played yet. Ultimate, is playing right now, but Contender promising things. The Pirates franchise as a whole, is something to be very proud of. Your teams, they're consistent, they look good. And again, they're here playing one of the better teams in Ultimate right now, but you have an opportunity to make more history. Your Ultimate team, season 1 was a big one too. So hopefully that they can repeat that. You got any notes? You got any notes for your guys? Things that you think that they need to be doing better? Even after a win.
I don't want to give anything away on stream, so I'm not gonna say anything.
I like that.
But I do. I have been
Smart man.
DMing. I've been in contact with them. So.
Okay, so they know what's going on at least.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, well, game number 3. Welcome to it, everybody. Urban Central. Chunky gonna start off with a big goal. and he says, listen, you might have shorted my mechanics last time. I'm going to get it over you and get it done this time. Beautiful flip reset over the defender, over his own teammate as well. And the Knight's going to start off early.
That's always good. Night starting early is always a good thing, but a very bad thing for the Pirates. If we notice, as the Knights gain control of the beginning of the game, they're always able to continue to force down. As I say that, they do with style. Slow again with another powerful goal. A nice infield pass by Form off of a 50. It looked like by Mosher. Gets that one in very far away from the defense. Unable to make the pass. Unable to make a play on that one. 2-0 Knights.
Yeah, Knights, they kind of come back to this 2-0 lead. You know, we've been talking about it all night. It hasn't really ever affected a team being up 2-0. Moshe might have a play here to make. Little 50 with Form. Actually, it's Slow who's actually going to take this out and around. Gets it by one. Slow might have another touch, might have another play to make. Gonna send this 50 back to Form, and it's gonna ultimately fall with the Knights. Moshe, just a 50. Zombie not able to get there, cleared away by the Knights. And the Knights fast on the counterattack. You know, they have that follow-up where, you know, somebody makes the clear. If it's not good, the other defender is right there waiting. Zombie King not able to find that one at the midfield. Gonna have an opportunity to take the solo, and I think that's probably where all the solo play assist talk comes from that you were talking about earlier. Slow gonna find his third, and he's got a hat trick inside the first minute. He's not interested in being silenced here.
I would have to agree. Slow with a beautiful continuation of that play. A nice pass by Form off that wall. I completely thought that ball was going to pitch and go into the corner, but I stood corrected. That ball landed right where it needed to for Slow, and it went right where it needed to for the goal. They're up by 3 with a lot more than half left in this game. Still an opportunity for the Pirates to come back and capitalize, but a beautiful demo by Slow gives them the opportunity for a 2 versus 1, but it's not going to be an issue for the Pirates at all. Zombie King putting pressure offensively. That ball's still there. Unfortunately missed by Masha, unable to make the touch. As Chunky's going to, believe that's Chunky. I'm not sure if that's just a different name. I keep seeing Slow because that's what's on my screen, but nevertheless, still 3-0. No scores have been yet. Just a bunch of back and forth. An opportunity for the Pirates into the corner. Looks like a missed pinch. Masha pushed that one infield pass. No one's there to capitalize on it. Masha going to ring this one around the corner. Stolen by Form. It looks like it might just roll in. It does not. Zombie King able to make the save. A lot of offensive pressure by the Knights, keeping them presence in the field very high, and another goal goes in for the Knights with 4 goals for Slow.
So how does the last game that we see go from like 6 to 7-1, you know, crazy in the Pirates' favor, to an absolute blowout by the Knights? It seems like the consistency here just can't be kept. Whether the Knights just had an awkward game or the Pirates, you know, just able to take advantage of something that the Knights couldn't last game, you know. I mean, I'm trying to like find the discrepancy here, but truthfully, I think the counterattacks, the speed and the force that the Pirates kind of used was really working for them. And now the Knights have time. You see Chunky intercept every single pass, or, you know, take a slow play. Both players right in front of the net right here. I mean, that 50 only works, you know, half the time. Literally, it's 50-50. But, you know, kind of seeing where they're at right now, it seems like they need to put a heck of a lot more moves into this play if they want to see any shot at winning this game. And they got little over 2 minutes left to play this game out.
Still a heck of a lot of time with those 2 minutes. 30 seconds per goal. I think that's perfect. I think it's perfect. Perfect opportunity for them to score a goal every 30 seconds if I'm not, you know, doing my math wrong here.
I failed math, so I couldn't even fact check it for you. I'm sorry.
Masha's going to take this one off the corner, pinch it down, hoping that it would go down center. It did not. Zombie King now going to take this one all the way around the loop. Hoping for a pinch. Looks like it might succeed. That one's just going to miss a little off to the right. Hits off the post. Slow now going to try and make an attempt. Fakes the double flip. Form again. Up with the ball. Continuing it. Zombie King going to try and get this one over Form. unable to do so. Just gets it off the car. Form slow now with the possession. With a beautiful defensive touch into the corner, getting it away from the Pirates. Form with the pass is slow. Midfield pass, no one's there. Unfortunately, Form couldn't get there quick enough. An attempted pass of a redirect, unable to make the touch. A forceful push in, still doesn't go in. Slow off the backboard, push that one out of the way. Form keeping control of it, gets that one out of Form of trouble. Haven in front of the net. 44 seconds left. I don't think this is going to be enough, but the Pirates are surely going to try. 4-1 still in Knight's favor.
Yeah, I mean, Zombie King, he's going to obviously have one for the road right here. I mean, if you're really, really like on top of stuff and you get some luck on your side, there's a possibility that you're able to take this game, or at least bring it a little bit closer if you're the Pirates. Certainly not if you're letting shots like that even go near the net. Zombie King takes us off from above. Time being taken off the clock. And again, I don't know that you're playing for a win here if you're the Pirates. You're playing for maybe a goal and definitely to shut this game down. 5-1 if you're the Knights, though. Impressive performance in game 1 and dominance in game number 3. Pirates just have nothing to do.
This is just one of those situations where they need to touch back into that last game and figure out what it is that they did that gave them that ability to be as strong as they were. I don't know what, JK, if you're in this game, what is something that you would be doing to, differentiate themselves from this game into the next game in game 5 or game 4? I apologize.
Yeah, they're playing slow. I can see it. They just need to speed up like they did in game 2, and they should be fine. I can see it. Like, Zombie likes to control, and he does it a little bit too much, and it just slows the pace down a little bit. But if he speeds up like he did in game 2, and Mosher gets up to speed, they can put up 6-1 like they did the second game.
Yeah. We have our work cut out for us, though. Pirates, they're down. They look beaten. There is a tactical timeout for both squads if needed. There's an extra E there, but it's all right. It's not going to even matter. Knights, obviously not interested in using their timeout. And Zombie King not interested either. JK, do you support that? Would you opt for them to take the timeout?
We don't like timeouts.
We
don't like no timeouts.
I like that. Stick with what you can, and kind of just get the work done. I'm a big fan of that. Next up, we go to Aqua Dome, as long as I can find it.
I think you should be fine. It's just a simple
really
clicky,
hope
clicky,
so.
click.
See, I have to like cycle all the way through it, and I haven't found it yet, which means that it was definitely the next one, and I went all the way back the other way.
Good job.
Yeah, no, that's just a mean thing to do. But guys, game number 4, opportunity for the Knights to close it out right here. A win for the Knights sends them to the semi-finals overall, or the conference finals, whichever you say it. But that's a big game nonetheless, and these guys are ready to take part in it. A win here for the Pirates brings us to game number 5 and gives them an opportunity in game 5 to kind of go for that, opportunity to play in the finals for the conference. Form, we're gonna keep this ball in. Big touch to the mid. Big 50. Is this just gonna fall right in? It looks like it might. Form with the 50 off this post. And beautiful work from the Knights to start us off.
This is just one of those unfortunate 50s that just didn't play out very well for them. And Form, not caring about the post being in the way, takes a shot anyway. Pushed them ahead by 1.
Huge play here. Big 50 from Form. Slow gonna creep up on it. Slow with a little card change. Puts a little color on that one. Masha gonna take this one up and around. Stays, gets the 50 on it. You have to remain and keep the pressure there. I almost feel like you need to get a different 50, or at least one that gives your teammate an opportunity to follow up the ball. We haven't seen a whole lot of back and forth. We've seen a lot more Knights ruling the midfield and a couple of Pirates shots if they can make their way out of their own side. But if you're the Pirates, you need to demand the attack. You need to have the pressure. You need to feel confident in it. I think these guys, yeah, you said it best, JK. They're moving slow. They're not sure where they need to be, but when they're in the driver's seat, they're so dominant. You can see that these guys are the guys who, are just able to just pile drive down the field. There's nothing that can stop them as long as they're in the driver's seat. But they need to get to that point in form. Gonna slot it downwards, almost makes the shot. Zombie King with a huge 50. One defender to beat, and it's not slow. Moshe going for the demo. Zombie King with an opportunity to slot it. He misses it, he hits the post. And you have to feel sorry for that Pirate squad. Chunky own goaling in form, able to get it out. And this monstrosity of goaltending here. I couldn't even tell you what's going on, but the Pirates should have and needed to have come away with that goal, and unfortunately, they're still sitting at 0 points.
I think that was just an unfortunate demo in terms of a beautiful demo, but an unfortunate placement of the demo. That smoke caused a lot of what looked to be confusion as to where the post was in retrospect to the shot, and it caused a little bit of confusion when taking that shot, thus the miss. And then the 0 boost from Slow in the net caused him to make that backflip, unnecessarily causing that ball to go backwards into their own net. Beautiful awareness of form, being able to get that in there, and cut Zombie King with a beautiful flick, making this game now 1-1, almost halfway through this game.
Yeah, and form just not able to challenge that. You can see he just takes a little bit too much time on that power slide, on that drift. Gives Zombie King just the second that he needed to be able to wedge his car in there and score. 1-1, a little over halfway through this game. To left to be played. This ball gonna have to be defended away by Zombie King, and you can already tell it's a little bit of a different vibe here. It's a little bit more equal. There's not as much dominance on one side, especially from Slow, who once he starts scoring, he just doesn't stop. This guy can do everything. Triple flip reset, gets the double. Not triple. My apologies. That'd be absolutely nuts. Moshe gonna go
for it.
He certainly was, and he was pretty damn close to hitting it. Slow able to defend that one. Has one to beat. Zombie King on the play. Slow. Oh my goodness, a 50 for the ages, and he pummels it top shelf. What a banger.
Being an absolute bully in that net, causing a massive 50 to go in. Putting themselves ahead by 1. It's not enough to feel confident about, but it's enough to give them the confidence to strive and push through to the end, nonetheless. Slow now with possession of this ball. Mosher trying to keep offensive pressure, but Slow is not giving them that opportunity. Slow's now going to carry this one downfield, just about 3/4 of the way down. Stopped about midway through by Zombie King. Form now hopefully going to try and continue this downfield. Slow taking this into the corner. Zombie King pushing it back. A little bit of back and forth coming from both these teams. A beautiful 50 sends that ball right into the other side. Still going back and forth, not much to show. A send right in midfield. Zombie King putting that one in, ties it up at 2.
Yeah, and the Pirates, they needed that one. They've been lurking for a little while. They've certainly had their time at the midfield, and Zombie King, he sees it. He's right there, and Form just back. That's the second time. Form's kind of been out of place, not able to make the play that he's needed to, and it's hurting his team. Zombie King, beautiful center off mid. Ultimately, the Knights are gonna respond immediately. Beautiful save by Moshe. An epic save at that. He's gonna have an opportunity down on the ball. Gets it past 1. Form. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be sent right back mid. Slow, able to make the read. We're a little over a minute left to play here in this game. Form going to take it all the way up. Goes for the 50. Zombie King just can't clear it.
My God.
And Form, beautiful work. Gets the dribble, and that's all these Knights seem to do. They take it in the air and they dribble it, and it's that simple. They need to not give them space. I think that's the biggest issue for the Pirates right now.
Every time they seem to be able to control that distance between the ball and the Knights player, it seems to go very well for the Pirates. Every time there's spacing, there's an issue. And as we've seen the last 3 times the Knights have scored, that's been the case. An air dribble downfield or just an unfortunate read of the ball for the Pirates. Right now, Mosher's going to answer for that beautiful aerial and call it one of his own, giving them 3-3 now again. 45 seconds left.
Oh, and Moshe with the speed too. He just needs to get there. The Pirates want to stay in this game. There's been response everywhere, right? The Pirates go up, and then the Knights get one. The Knights get one, the Pirates go up. And there it is right there. Slow ends up getting one off the kickoff. And you almost have to feel bad for the Pirates. They're working so hard to just get a goal back. And Slow just picks it up at the midfield. Beautiful stall by Form. And all of a sudden, the Knights are right back in the driver's seat. The Pirates are going to have to grit and bear, through this next 40 seconds in order to just get themselves a goal. Mosher able to get the touch. Going to make the play himself. Tosses it right under. Zombie King already up. Going for another one. Zombie King! The ball needs to find its way in. Mosher needs to get there. Mosher, no touch. Zombie King needs to turn. Form able to clear this one out. It's going to be a giant clear to Chunky. Chunky down the field. 20 seconds left to play here. Pirates playoff life on the line. They need a goal in order to move into game 5, in order to have an opportunity for this game. Shot by Mosher off the sidewall for the opportunity to go to overtime. 4-4, 13 seconds, and my goodness, this kid wants it. What a shot.
What a shot. What an angle, too. Almost directly parallel, like diagonal, it looked like, to a shot that you would need. That's an insane degree of angle. But nevertheless, putting them at 4-4, 10 seconds left. We may go into overtime in game number 4 unless they can make the shot. They cannot. Form going for the shot. It looks like we might just go into an overtime unless this ball does not hit the ground and instead hits the back of a net. A demo. Boy. Zombie King takes out Form. A 2v1. A 50 ball sends right up into the air.
Oh, no. All right. So the Knights have played their last game in the series in overtime every single time. They are 1-0 in playoff games in overtime so far, and it just so happened that playoff game was to solidify the series. Slow has got ball control here. He's got 50s. He's got the 50. Form going to take this ball off the wall. I'm not sure how much boost he's got, but he's interested in making a play. Big bump from Zombie King. Going to clear this one up for Mosher. Mosher going to take it up the wall. Gets the 50 with Slow. Mosher still on the ball. Opportunity for Zombie King, shot, and it's a beautiful save by Form. 30 seconds in, and it looks like both teams only starting to get comfortable. Form with a little mishap. The Pirates, an opportunity to strike. Flick to the mid. Mosher with another flick. Zombie King in an awkward spot. Nothing, no boost to speak of. Slow, no boost either. Slow gonna be able to turn back in on this. Flick, over, shot. Oh, just on the crossbar, saved by Zombie King. And we are now a minute into this overtime, and we have seen a lot so far.
This ball is going to send itself into the corner on the Knights half. This might be a little bit of trouble. Slow, past one. Can he get it past Zombie King? If he can, this will give them the win. Almost does so, doesn't quite get it in. Mosher now on the prowl, hoping to get this ball out, just picks up the boost. Form now puts this one off the back wall. Unable to get it past the second defender. Oh my God, this is nonstop. Crazy, a beautiful sling down the field, clearing. Zombie King hoping to get a pass down. Slow instead sends it down to the midfield. A beautiful demo by Mosher. Or Zombie King, I apologize. Form now with the ball, unable to get it past the midfield by instead Mosher contests it. Slow, past one, off the backboard. Can Form be there? Form is unable to get there. Mosher with the speed gets there before. Mosher with a shot, unable to make the second touch. Zero boost in the tank, unable to get it through. Slow now at the midfield.
Little Pirates.
This might be a little bit of trouble. The Pirates have been doing actually a fairly good job so far at keeping the ball at bay. I can give them that for sure.
Oh no, Mosher with a shot, potentially. Zombie King to turn it in. Oh my goodness, the Knights defense is on lockdown right now. Slow, able to get the 50 here. Looks like he might have a play. I don't know what Form's doing. Form is AFK in the net. Form is not here in this game right now. And the Pirates now have a free net. This is in. What is going on? It was Form really out that whole time. Oh my goodness, that's a 1v2. Form dips out of nowhere and the Pirates take game 4. We're going to game 5. Wow.
What just happened?
That's got to be one of the first times I've ever seen that. Yeah, Form's pinging. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be tough because now you have to go to a game 5 with a pinging player. They might think about either server resetting, taking their timeout, doing any of the following on top of one another. Tactical timeout available for each team. Just a reminder, we're going to head right back to us right here. Anthony, we are in for a surprise, sir. JK, how do you feel about that overtime?
They listened to me. I mean, they played fast. They were keeping pressure on the Knights, and that's just the game that they need to do going into what, game 5? Is this game 5? Yeah. So are they using their tactical timeout?
The Knights have decided to use their tactical timeout. Form is going to restart his computer or whatever he's playing on, and ultimately that's a great choice, right? You wanna be in the best possible mind space, head space, ping space, Wi-Fi. You want the best for your Game 5 playoff game, and obviously I completely understand that from a Knights sense of view. We're gonna go ahead and chalk up a minute on here. We're gonna give him the second just so that he can fully restart. We'll wait until Form comes back into the lobby. I don't really know what to talk about right now. The Knights have won overwhelmingly in so many of these games. Yeah, Drax, that's what I'm thinking. This should have been a 3-1. Chunky and Form. I mean, listen, you could have argued the Pirates won that game either way without Form being around, but I do think that the Knights have been overwhelmingly better than the Pirates this series, and we are somehow in a Game 5 right now. And credit to the Pirates, they're hanging on, and if they can pull off a Game 5 win, that's an upset and a half, especially based on the way that the Knights were playing. A Form pinging, though, there's nothing you can do to account for that. It's the worst. You hate that, right? You can't get around that. Form is joined back into the match. There's about 8 seconds left on this timeout. 55 seconds. These players are already joining back up. They don't even care. They're like, listen, we're here and we're ready to move. Both of these teams are eager to win this game. Anthony, who do you think this is going to be?
I want to stay true, noble and whatnot to our Knights, because that's just how I am. I'm very loyal to the team I pick. But, with what just happened, I don't know if that's going to be the case. If Form's internet is going to cause more issues, or, if, just the Pirates are going to come back and just absolutely demolish Knights. Anything's possible. The story is still unwritten.
Right.
Who knows?
Wow, this could be huge right now. I'm gonna have to see Chunky really kind of step up here on his own, especially if he's not entirely sure what Form is going to be capable of doing. It's really kind of hard to play when you don't know what somebody else is going to be able to do, right? This is going to be a goal from Chunky. I'm going to eat my words right there. This guy knows exactly what he's doing, and he can do it under any circumstances. Slow is again, we talk about top couple of players in each league. This guy is number 1 in Ultimate. There is no discrepancy. There is no argument. There is nobody better than this individual right here. And it's Chunky through and through. He's the best. And I'm willing to argue that. Form able to get a massive flick. Moshe looks like he's going to clear this one out. But when you have a number 1 player like that, you need to expect that they're going to be able to make a couple of plays on their own. Especially, in Chunky's defense, it's like, Chunky's mechanical. We've seen him score 6, 7, 8, goals this whole series. And that's just normal for him. That's just another day at the office. He hasn't even popped off yet. Chunky going up for here, gonna go for the 50. He takes another one in, and as we're talking about him, this kid just can't stop. Look at him. He calls Form off. Form takes the demo for him. Zombie King sitting under him like sitting ducks, and Slow is just gonna dribble that in. 1 minute gone, and Chunky's on the board twice.
I really don't think there's not much you can do once Chunky takes that ball up into the air. Once he takes that ball into the air, it's kind of like his own game. Chunky again with a nice defensive play off the backboard. And then this one down to Form, who's at the midfield line. Chunky now taking a shot. Mosher able to put that one off to the sidewall. Form with another shot. Misses just a little wide. Mosher trying to keep that one away from Form. Just playing keep away at the moment as the Pirates. Chunky taking a shot. Just misses high with a beautiful save by Mosher, pushing that one far out into the corner. An attempted fake is Zombie King. Zombie King gets that one pushed over to the corner. Hoping to get a pass over to the infield, but unable to get that one over. Beautiful defensive plays made by the Knights. This one might slowly roll over. It's not going to. Beautiful, beautiful save by Chunky. Another shot taken off top right. Just misses off the double tap, a little off to the bottom. Form trying to pass that one over to Chunky, unable to do so.
Oh, beautiful play by Zombie King, the equalizer, 2-2. Just under 3 minutes left to play. As we kind of dwindle down time here, we're starting to see the mistakes, the frantic, there's a word for this. The panic. There you go. We're starting to see the panic set in for both of these teams. The Knights on defense, and somehow the Pirates are Game 5 offensively ready. You can see the passes being made. You can see the touches, the coordination. I mean, everybody is at an all-time high right now. Chunky on offense, Form playing his role kind of as your second man there. This might be awkward, though. Form with the save. Beautiful work. Zombie King's shot not going anywhere. Moshe going to cut back in. Zombie King able to meet him at halfway there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through this game. Form, the only man on the right side of the field. I guess right, if you're looking at it from the right side. Shot here by Zombie King, going to be fielded by Slow. Slow, an opportunity set for his teammate. It's going to be Zombie King. Ultimately gets that out. Has to field the save and the clear. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a game. We are now in a game kind of spirit right now, right? It wasn't, I didn't feel this kind of power before. Zombie King, long shot down the field. And we just keep seeing this back and forth, this power to these teams that we haven't seen yet so far. And the Pirates have unlocked something on offense that we haven't seen yet.
This is coming to be a beautiful ending of the series. Still, anyone's game left to go. 2 minutes left, just under 2 minutes left to go. 3-2 Pirates, a beautiful double tap attempt off the backboard, unable to make the shot as Mosher. Form now taking this one into the corner. Chunky now on the run back field. Mosher going for a shot, just misses very far wide. Mosher sets someone up for Zombie King. Zombie King going for the shot, unable to get there with the speed of Form. Chunky passed that one to Form. Form not able to get there. Zombie King matching that speed. King with a shot. Beautiful save by Chunky. Back and forth, minute and some change left to go. Still a possibility for the Knights to come back and win this game in round 2 and go into round 3. But we are unsure at the time as a minute almost comes up. It's a minute now left to go. 3-2. Form in the air for the shot. Misses.
So now we're looking at a minute to play here. Knights need a goal in order to make this an overtime game, right? Obviously, there's a lot of chatting going on right now, and this could be an opportunity for Form if he can cut it. He needs to get it into the net. Gets it over Zombie King. No goal. Zombie King with the save. Chunky makes the 50. Ladies and gentlemen, the equalizer. 36 seconds to go. Beautiful, beautiful work from the Knights. Wow, I couldn't even believe we're looking at this right now, but 36 in an overtime looming. I'll take it in game number 5. Again, winner moves on to be the first admitted to the conference finals, the semifinals overall. And this is huge stakes because, again, both of these teams have so much historically riding on the line here. But in addition to that, you don't ever want to lose. This is a game that has been hard fought since the moment you stepped up onto this field. Both teams have had their difficulties. Both teams have had easy bouts. Shot here from Mosher. Pirates gonna score in the last waning seconds of the game. Wow. Wow.
That was a very crucial shot for the Pirates. They needed that in order to take the lead, and they needed that to secure possibly a victory. And if they can play keep away here from the Knights,
Oh no.
they take game 5 and they move on to the next round. 10 seconds left. You might secure it, and they do.
That's it. Zombie King and Mosher and the Pirates are going. Actually, it's not yet. It's not yet. But it is definitely locked in right now, and it looks that way. Form and Chunky certainly have time left, but they've got to make some kickoff magic happen. Form able to make that kickoff matter. Down to Chunky at the midfield. It doesn't matter. The Maryland Pirates are moving on to the semifinal match. They upset the two Knights. And wow, that's huge because this was big for both teams. If the Pirates won, they kept all 4 of their teams in the playoffs and still, have playoff hopes for all 4 of them. Now the Knights lose arguably one of their very best teams to a team that, personally I didn't even think was on the radar. But the Pirates have given me a lot to think about here, and my goodness, beautiful work and the upset from the Pirates.
This is just an unfortunate loss for the Knights. I certainly thought they had that game in the bag, and I thought they capitalized. But JK, you can at least sit here and have bared witness to a victory by your team. Any closing thoughts on what you expected from your guys in any way, shape, or form? Was this part of the game plan to drag it out this far, or was that a little bit of a uncertain scare for you?
Nah, I'm gonna say I say it all the time. I never lose faith. I never lose faith in my boys. I always believe that they're gonna pull it out some way or another, and they did it again tonight. So it's a W.
Yeah, I mean, we don't start interviews until next week, technically. But I would like to kind of talk to you about what. Now that the stream is over, what were you telling your guys? What was the advice that you had given them to kind of perform at their best?
I was telling them, I was DMing Zombie to play fast. Like, they can't do anything. Like, Chunky was just getting in the air, and I'm like, dude, just play fast. And then that's what they did. And they kept him on the ground, and they limited his goals. So that's it. That's all I kept telling him.
Yeah. I mean, that has to be the number one, right? The entire time. Chunky this, chunky that, chunky kickoff, chunky pass. Like, I mean, he was all over everything. And, it's very clear for me to be able to say this now, but you just beat the best team in Ultimate. I think it's ridiculous that Chunky goes out that early, but he really is that number one guy. Pirates have something to say, and they are not afraid to say it. That's all I got for you. That's a crazy game. Wow, playoffs starting to get good.
I've got nothing left other than that was the beginning of round 2, and what a kickoff it's been. What a kickoff series it was. A massive win for the Pirates going into the next round. An unfortunate loss for the Knights. Hopefully they have better luck the next season.
Yeah.
But I got nothing else for you. Been a blast.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy. It's been awesome. I'm glad that we got to see this game, but you're absolutely right. All good things do come to an end. This stream and the night season included. Guys, have a great rest of your night. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow. We'll figure out what games we have, and we'll go from there. More playoff action, more hype games, more upsets. Who knows? But we are done here for tonight. So everybody, have a great rest of your night. We will see everybody later.